Teal'c, his imposing Yafa stature dwarfing the rest, adjusted his plasma weapon. Major Carter ran a diagnostic on her P-90, her brow furrowed in concentration. Dr. Daniel Jackson, ever the optimist, bounced on the balls of his feet, his backpack overflowing with alien artifacts. "All right, team." General Hammond's voice crackled through their earpieces. "SG-1, you're going through in 5. MacGyver, in place of O'Neill, hefted his own backpack, a bulging canvas monstrosity that seemed to defy physics with the sheer amount of tools crammed inside. He gave a thumbs up, a wry grin splitting his face. "Ready when you are, sir." The dialing sequence whirred to life, the chevrons locking one by one. The familiar whoosh of the wormhole filled the Gateroom, an unnatural blue light bathing them. Teal'c stepped forward, his Yafa stoicism a shield against the unknown. MacGyver followed with a wink at Carter, who rolled her eyes but couldn't help a smile. Jackson, ever the explorer, practically skipped through the shimmering portal. They emerged on a desolate, rocky landscape with two suns hanging low in the sky, casting long, ominous shadows. The air crackled with a strange energy, making their hair stand on end. Woe Carter breathed, scanning their surroundings. "This place is different." "Indeed," Teal'c grumbled. "No signs of plant or animal life. Sensors detect." "Nothing." MacGyver knelt, his keen eyes scanning the ground. He picked up a shard of rock, inspecting its unusual texture. "This isn't natural," he muttered. "Feels like it's crystallized energy." Suddenly, the ground trembled. A monstrous, spider-like creature emerged from a crevice in the rocks. Its metallic carapace gleamed menacingly under the twin suns. "Gold." Jackson ventured, raising his eyebrow. Teal'c shook his head. "Negative. Weaponry different." The creature screeched, its mandibles snapping. MacGyver, ever the resourceful one, pulled a roll of duct tape and a solar panel from his bag with practiced ease. "Hold my beer, Carter," he said with a grin, already assembling a makeshift end device. Carter, used to his unconventional methods, just nodded and unloaded a burst of fire at the creature. It shrugged off the bullets, its legs scuttling towards them. MacGyver threw the device with the precision of a seasoned athlete. It landed on the creature's back, sparking and flickering. The spider thing froze, its metallic body twitching. They used the opportunity to regroup. Teal'c fired his plasma weapon, leaving a smoking crater on the creature's carapace. But it wasn't enough. It lashed out with a bobbed tail, sending Carter flying. MacGyver, adrenaline pumping, grabbed a length of rope and a grappling hook from his bag. He launched himself towards a rocky outcropping, anchoring the rope with a swift knot. He swung across the chasm, landing on the creature's back with a thud. Grabbing its mandibles, he used his weight to pry them apart, momentarily restraining the beast. "Now!" he yelled. Teal'c and Carter seized the moment. Teal'c blasted a hole in the creature's head point blank, and Carter followed up with a grenade that sent the monstrous spider tumbling back into the crevice with a deafening explosion. They stood panting, the silence broken only by the hissing of escaping steam from the creature's remains. "Nice work, MacGyver," Carter said with a grin, dusting herself off. MacGyver chuckled, his eyes twinkling. "Just another day at the office, Carter." The wormhole shimmered back to life. Stepping back through the Stargate, they found General Hammond waiting with a relieved smile. "Welcome back, SG-1. That was a close one. You retrieved the artifact, I presume?" Jackson held up a shimmering orb, its surface crackling with the same energy they'd encountered on the alien world. "Indeed," he said. "This could be a major breakthrough in understanding interdimensional travel." As they debriefed, MacGyver couldn't help but notice his tools, a testament to his ingenuity, scattered across the Gateroom floor. He winked at Carter. "Well, guess it's time for another MacGyvering session." Carter laughed, shaking her head. "Just promise me you won't disassemble the whole Stargate, Mac." "No promises," he replied with a mischievous glint in his eyes. After all, that's what made MacGyver, MacGyver.